intelligence division of the Sun Tuul Pride. Today, we examine one of the most feared weapons of the Old Republic era, the Basilisk war droid. Known in Mando A as the Basilisk, the Iron Beast, this semi-sentient combat droid was originally created by the Basiliskan race, a reptilian species native to the core world of Basilisk. But it was the Mandalorian Crusaders who turned the Basilisk into a legend. When the Mandalorians conquered Basilisk in 4017 BBY, they pillaged these powerful war droids and made them their own. To the Mandalorians, the Basilisk was more than a machine. It was a loyal, animal-like companion, bonded to its rider through a powerful empathetic connection. Standing up to 5 meters tall, the Basilisk was a mechanical nightmare. Visually, it resembled a cross between a Zalorian rock lion and a Karen beetle, with 6 legs, 2 powerful front claws and 4 smaller hind legs. Its height varied from 2.98 meters to nearly 5 meters, depending on the model. The Basilisk's droid brain gave it a rudimentary, animal-like self-awareness. Though it could operate independently, it most often served as a loyal mount to a Mandalorian rider who controlled it from an armored saddle. These droids formed deep empathetic bonds with their pilots. They were known to howl in pain when their rider was killed. Armor plating came in various colors: greens, grays, or red with gold accents. Mandalorian riders often strapped their personal weapons, axes, swords, and flash pistols, directly onto the droid's body. The Basilisk's arsenal was devastating: pulse wave cannons and auto-firing laser cannons, shatter missile launch tubes, concussion missile launchers with a 4-missile payload, a cluster of shockwave generator rods at the nose, capable of releasing a plasma burst that could rip through starship hulls, heavy brawling claws for crushing obstacles or tearing open opponents, deployable space mines, and the ability to tow atomic compression bombs between 2 droids. The Basilisk was a gunship, a bomber, and a beast of burden, all in one. It could operate effectively on the ground, in the air, or in the vacuum of space. Sensor clusters at the fore and aft detected threats from all directions. On the ground, Basilisks were typically slow and lumbering, but could move at faster speeds when required. In the air, their rear armored wing plates would lift to expose high-boost engines, allowing flight at speeds up to 550 km per hour. However, they were slow to turn, weighted down by heavy armor. In space, Mandalorian riders wore pressurized vacuum-sealed armor. Basilisks were carried aboard Mandalorian warships, held by magnetic locks, then launched from drop bays to participate in fleet engagements. They could even use their claws to latch onto enemy vessels. But their most terrifying tactic was the orbital drop, riding the Basilisk directly from space down into a planet's atmosphere, using the sheer speed and surprise to overwhelm ground defenses. As Canderous Ordo described it, "When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below." The Basilisk's history is written in fire and conquest. Creation and capture, 4017 BBY. The Basiliskans created the droids in their own image. When the Mandalorian Crusaders under Mandalore the Indomitable invaded Basilisk, the Basiliskans poisoned their own world to deny it to the invaders. But the Mandalorians looted countless Basilisks before abandoning the toxic planet. During Great Sith War, the Mandalorians rode their Basilisks into battle alongside the Sith Lords Qel-Droma and Exar Kuan. They attacked Forost, assaulted Coruscant, and fought on Onderon. On the Mandalorian Wars, under Mandalore the Ultimate, Basilisk riders devastated worlds like Katha, wiping out nearly 90% of the Katha population, and fought at Vanquo, Essian, Althir III, and Taris. When the fall happened, the Mandalorian Wars ended at Malachor V, where the Jedi Knight Revan defeated Mandalore the Ultimate. As part of the surrender, Revan commanded the Mandalorians to destroy their Basilisk droids. But not all obeyed. Clans like Ordo and Gendry kept their Basilisks in secret. Canderous Ordo, who later became Mandalore the Preserver, used a modified Basilisk on DXEU, and even carried the Jedi exile from DXEU to Onderon aboard one. Though the Basilisk faded from the battlefield, its legend never died. By the time of the New Republic, most Basilisks had been destroyed or deactivated, found only behind transparasteel in museums. But the war droid remained a powerful symbol of Mandalorian strength. Its influence lived on in Mandalmotor's designs. The Star Viper-class attack platform bore echoes of the Basilisk's form, and the Basilisk-class starfighter was named in honor of the ancient Iron Beast. Good old Mando name and old-fashioned Mando iron in a state-of-the-art package. Jur Yomaget said, "The Basilisk war droid was more than a weapon. It was a companion, a symbol, and a legend. The Iron Beast that carried the Mandalorians to the stars." If you enjoyed this galactic intelligence report, ensure you're subscribed to receive all our declassified briefings. For exclusive access to extended analysis, high-resolution 3D models, and voting power on future content, join our Patreon community. Your support directly fuels our mission to uncover more Star Wars secrets.